afternoon to all. My name is Johnny. Welcome to the first thematic webinar session for the Urban Sustainability R&D e-Symposia 2021. Today, I'll be sharing on smart estates, adapting to a disrupted world. As I've shared in the opening webinar series, today cities are faced with many urban challenges, ranges from climate change, the need for us to enhance productivity, and also looking at a more growing aging workforce. But more important is that most cities like Singapore would also be experiencing an aging infrastructure. But technology today is advancing very fast. Disruptive technologies allow us and open up opportunities to see how we can tackle some of these challenges in a different way. The Cities of Tomorrow R&D program, which we drive, will be announcing quite a number of these grant calls. And just to give you some glimpse of what are the things that the City of Tomorrow R&D program looks into, well, essentially, for the built environment, we are looking at 5 key verticals in research. And of course, there are horizontal research areas that we're interested in. That actually cuts across these 5 vertical pillars. Things like urban environment analytics, complexity science, and smart and advanced facility management.
I've been involved with Singapore research for quite a few years, from when I was previously with Arup. I'm also a chief scientist in the UK government with the Ministry for Housing, Communities and Local Government as it is now. So I've had a broad spectrum view from industry, from academia now, and from a government point of view. But with the BRE aspect in mind particularly, I took a very strong interest in smart homes, and that's led me to get involved in the Internet of Things and cybersecurity of edge devices and so on. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. So before we start, it's really important, I think, to start to understand a little bit about complex systems thinking. It's essential when thinking about resilience to look at a number of different elements, if you like, that contribute to understanding and addressing and mitigating problems and so on. So you can see in those major nodes, system dynamics, cause and effect diagrams, interdependencies, I'll talk a little bit more about, are really critical. They're not all negative, of course. Interdependencies can be synergistic, and those are ones that give rise to business opportunities and improvement in quality of life for individuals and so on. We need to mitigate risks to achieve resilience. And on the other side, on the left-hand side of my diagram, we need to think about what creates trust in institutions, but also technology. I could have added that. So the value propositions for smart cities are big. I don't need necessarily to go through these in a huge amount of detail, but 80% of the global GDP is generated in cities, and there are huge markets for smart city solutions. One of the ones that I think is important in the UK is not just predictive maintenance of capital assets, but also assuring performance. So if investors are putting money into improving the quality of existing buildings, how can we establish we're actually getting the value out of that? And that can only really be done by sensors and monitoring over time, and then taking remedial action if we're not getting the payback. So some of the key R&D challenges around this, and sensor data and provenance. How do we assure data quality? What does data quality mean from sensors? So our National Physical Laboratory in the UK is looking at that, and that will lead to standards being derived for data quality in different contexts. We need to manage data in a live way and fuse that data with digital twins, enhancing information quality from sparse sensors, achieving user and societal trust, and protecting national and local, if you like, privacy and critical infrastructure.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard Kuppsamy. Today I'll talk about the implementation of a smart FM or IFM platform at our Paya Lebar Quarter flagship development in Singapore, and our vision for transforming how and what we build to achieve autonomous buildings powered by data. Lendlease is focused on how we harness the power of data to address the challenge and opportunity of autonomous. Data can be leveraged to improve both what we make and how our customers experience it. In our approach at PLQ, we've adopted what we call Open Building System Integration, or OBSI. All the traditional BMS systems and the UX systems are integrated upwards through an open protocol. We've contracted that all of these ELV subsystems must communicate openly with our OBSI middleware. That communications middleware is hosted in a centralized database, which is then visualized through a presentation layer of dashboard and data analytics. This approach gives us both observation and control from one singular centralized point rather than individual system endpoints. The implementation of OBSI is not just a software challenge, but is actually a contractual issue where you have to address both the nature of how all these different systems are procured, as well as having an open data standard that allows you to grab the data endpoints from each subsystem and bring them together within a single integrated platform. Let's take a look at what our Smart Building OBSI platform looks like today. This is a screen recording directly from our BIM-based FM platform, where the full detailed model has been pushed into the asset management platform with data linked back to the equipment in operation. This is the ACMV system. Integrating the BIM to form a digital twin, we can see everything we need to know about the AHU through the 3D model as an interface. This is a more detailed look at the digital twin. It's actually a high-fidelity model capturing details that will be helpful in physical maintenance and A&A works in future. You'll see access walkways, water tanks, valves. But this is not just geometry. There's also real-time live data. Data-driven insights are necessary to unlock the benefits of autonomous. We need to change traditional mindsets and workflows in FM, aim for operational excellence using real-time data, and reimagine the way we procure energy, water, and connectivity. To answer the need for digital transformation, resilience, sustainability, productivity, and improved quality in the built environment sector, Lendlease Digital has been established as a new subsidiary digital company to deliver our vision. Podium is our answer to the challenge. Podium is a suite of applications contained within our digital cloud platform, enabling data to flow interoperably through every stage of the property lifecycle, cradle to cradle. We're reimagining the entire process of design, procurement, delivery, and lifecycle asset management.
is probably a hybrid approach. I think the preliminary requirements are driven by the need, the ultimate functional requirements, the outcomes that are required, and decompose those and then create, if you like, technology option selections for each of the elements of the systems of systems. And then that requires a bottom-up approach to see which technologies are both available, mature, if you like, and future-proof, and to mesh those together. And there's really a need for an interpretive process in the middle that actually adds value, that adds technical understanding as well as connection. So I think that possibly would be my answer to that. It's a sort of hybrid approach, but it's a bit nuanced. It needs to be designed to work optimally.
When the start point for us was around the integrated communications network, setting up a data infrastructure, a backbone that allows the development for data points to be captured all the time, and the software is the easy part, right? The OBSI, the software is the part that you can swap out, so long as the systems everything's contracted as open data. That means that we can change our smart platform, upgrade it, and be on point as much as possible. It's the hard infrastructure, the stuff that's in the ground that you don't want to dig up, is what you need to design in enough bandwidth to be able to deal with this. And the rest of it needs to be open and flexible.